Good morning, all of you. My name is Vaibhav Negi and I am from BBA 6th semester. Today I am going to explain critical path management. So, what is PERT? PERT full form is Program Evaluation Review Technique. The Program Evaluation Review Technique or PERT is a usual tool used in project planning. Using the technique helps project planners identify start and end dates as well as determine required tasks and timelines. The information is displayed as a network in chart form. There are few steps in the PERT process. First, list all the tasks and milestones required for completion of the project. Second, determine the required sequence of tasks. Third, design a chart or visually display all the steps. Fourth, estimate the time required for each task. Sixth, identify the critical path, the longest series of tasks in the project. Sixth, adjust the chart to reflect progress chart made once the project starts. History of PERT. PERT was developed by the US Navy in 1950 to help coordinate the thousands of contractors it had working on myriad projects. While PERT was originally a manual process, today there are computerized PERT systems that enables project charts to be created quickly. What is critical path? Critical path is a sequential activity from start to end of a project. Although many projects have only one critical path, some projects may have more than one critical path, depending on the flow logic used in the project. Critical path method. The critical path method or the critical path analysis is the algorithm for scheduling a set of project activities. It is commonly used in conjunction with the program evaluation and review technique. A critical path is determined by that identify the longest stretch of the dependent activity and measuring the time required to complete them from start to finish. There are 6 steps. First, activity specification. You can use the work breakdown structure to identify the activity involved in the project. This is the main input for the critical path method. Second, activity sequence establishment. In this step, the correct activity sequence is established. For that, you need to ask 3 questions for each of your list. First, which task should take place before this task happens? Second, which task should be completed at the same time as this task? Third, which task should happen immediately after this task? So the third step is network diagram. Once the activity sequence is correctly identified, the network diagram can be drawn. Although the early diagrams were drawn on paper, there are a number of computer software such as Primavera for this purpose nowadays. Fourth step, estimate for each activity. This could be a direct input for the WBS based estimation sheet. Most of the companies use 3 points estimation method or COCOMO based estimation method for the task estimation. Fifth step, for this you need to determine 4 parameters of each activity of the method. First, early start time. Second, early finish time. Fourth, latest finish time, latest start time. Sixth step is critical path diagram to show project process. Critical path diagram is a live artifact, therefore this diagram should be updated with actual values once the task is completed. This gives more realistic figure for the deadline and the project management can know whether they are on track regarding the deliverables. Advantages of critical path. So first advantage is offer a visual representation of the project activities. Second, presents the time to complete the task and overall project. Third, tracking the critical activities. So last conclusion, critical path identification is required for any project planning phase. This gives the project management the correct completion date of the overall project and the flexibility to float activities. Critical path diagram should be constantly updated with actual information when the project process in order to refine the activity length project duration prediction. Thank you.